All right, we're here live and direct with Mason Ho, one of the world's best and most interesting surfers, talkers, personalities in surfing, and he was nice enough to come by, so I just got to tell him thank you from the bottom of my heart, and
thank you, Nate.
And you know, let's see what's cracking, or actually let's see what's crackling inside his little brain. What's happening?
Oh, I like it. A lot of stuff right now.
Okay. So, first and foremost, how are you today?
How am I? I'm having a good day. Started nice, and this is a perfect time to meet up with you. And yeah, no, I don't know.
All right.
I wish I knew how to.
You told me
we're gonna get warmed up, fam.
You told me that you were launching an RC car. That's how we started today. The skate park.
Yeah.
With the RC car.
Yeah. My dream is to be able to like rip as hard as I like. Remember, I dreamed of wanting to when I was a kid skating at the skate park, because that's like, to me, that's the ultimate. Like, I had to go the water route, you know, because the road always goes like that, or it seems like it does at some point if you want to take it super serious. But I don't know, we're trying not to be serious, but I got caught. But yeah, anyway.
No, you got paid.
Yeah, no, I just remember one time skating, I just remember I was just getting into the nose grinds on like, I was like getting on into the street. Because I kind of had the mini ramp kind of half down, and then I was getting into the street, I remember, and it was right during NSSA times, and Dad, I'd always come home a little busted up, you know, and Dad would be like, "Bye, I got a contest next weekend, don't freaking be screwing around on the skateboard." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I know, Dad, I know, like, usually I land it," like, but the boys were all kind of trying to push it now, and then I just remember when I got to the nose grinds, I was just getting that down, and you probably know this, but you gotta, like, super commit to do it, like, you know, and if you're a little bit hesitant, or if you're thinking about the contest next weekend, you're just gonna roll your ankle or do something dumb. And I remember I did that a couple times, and I just remember Dad was like, I was like, "Hey, Dad's right. I've blew myself out before the contest so many times, and I've almost did good in the contest, the surf one." So I was like, "Okay, where do I want to go? Do I want to impress my skate friends, who are the ones who are pretty gnarly and I'm always with more?" So I was like, I really want to impress them. But then I was like, or do I just impress Dad and actually win these comps, because I think I could like maybe do that. And then yeah, the crossroad hit, and I just went Dad and surf. Oh.
So that's a funny whole.
That's another story.
It's just a great subject, because
we're gonna do stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna just cross thread all these things, but it's all good. And going back to his dad,
I want to be a skater, and you're the skater. You know?
But his dad,
RC park, what a skate park.
What does your dad say about, like, you know, surfing rock pile over the rocks? Because I already know his dad. He won't even let you put the board on top of his. Derek would actually throw your board out of the car if you put wax on his board. Or like these boards, like
what was worse, Dad or Uncle Derek?
I think Derek might have been worse.
Really?
But I know
you know why? Because Uncle Derek, I feel like, would maybe express it.
Yeah,
your dad would try to get nice for a second, but I think they both hate like any sort of damage to your surfboard.
Yeah,
if you're doing that, they do not like that. That is bad.
So what's he say when you go run over the rocks and
I'm a bad person.
Well, get hurt?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I try to take as much pride into, because I love how they are so on their boards and stuff, so I try to do that as much as I can when I'm not surfing, but right when I hit the water, like, I'm almost just looking for that rock, because there's no one usually around the rock, you know, so I'm always like, oh, I just want to get to that thing. And then my game plan is never to scratch the board or ruin it, which usually doesn't happen, but usually I ruin it and scratch it too.
Because I remember seeing you one day and you're all cut, and then I talked to your dad,
over.
Bottom
line, Dad's over the rock surfing. He's never liked it. Sometimes when I come home and I'll have a clip where I pull it clean, you know, and I never show him the wipeout ones, but sometimes I'll have one with the rocks there, you know, and if it's a clean ride, I'll be like, "Look, Dad, this is what I do it for," kind of, doesn't it look pretty, you know? And he'll just be like, he'll get super stoked on those.
So, going back to the first part of the conversation, one of my favorite things was seeing you skateboarding in the water park.
Whoa, yeah. That was, I'm still dreaming. I hope they still have that. I want to commit and land that.
Because that looks so fun. That's like your ultimate dream, is to be able to skate at a water park. And then I've seen you. And
oh shit! So that's skate props from them.
That was a kind of like a good mix in between. It's not a skate park, it's
Yeah,
a surf
yeah,
park with
yeah.
a water park,
Yeah.
but you still skated the
Perfect,
snake
yeah.
run.
And there was like pines. I noticed it was like perfect because I just figured, and maybe I don't know if other skaters do this, they must because it gets me in a lot of trouble, but I just figured, I'm just gonna take off and see how long I can handle, like see how, and as I was walking up it, I was like, right here, no more, and I kept seeing like big leaf patches, so I was just thinking, if I'm just cutting in mock speeds, I'm gonna hit all these leaf patches and it's gonna slow me down, so I could maybe do the whole slide. So, and if I fall, I'm just in the sleep, see, I'm not like cement like the real skater. So I was just like, I'm gonna fake it and have my friends hopefully video it or something with their phone or whatever. So I went up to the top of the slide and I took off and I kind of started going like as long as you almost could until the end, because it kind of worked. Like a couple of the leaf patches slowed me down, and I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna go around the leaf patches, and it kind of made me go high up on the thing, and I realized, whoa, actually like this is doable, you know. And so I actually like just went around a couple patches and started going faster. I'm like, no, leaf patch. And then, but at the very end, I realized like, if you're a true gnarly guy, like there's the part where the slide ended and it went into the pool, you know?
Yes, the drop.
And somehow, I want to come back for that drop, that's why. But somehow I remember I seen the drop and I'm like, oh, okay. And I just thought like, I know I'm gonna surf and like, my time to surf is in an hour. And I thought of that for a second and I was just like, I might have to just kick the board out. But then I was thinking also, the drop ain't that high, and I could do this because I was trying to surf. I was jumping this thing earlier on my surfboard, so I was like, pull it, and then I kind of pulled up, and then when it was really time to go, I'm like, no, like kind of like, you know. And then, but I just realized like, that was my first try on the skate slide. So I was like thinking, if you give me one more try, I'm gonna just maybe pull that after the surf to make Dad stoked.
Did you skate in the big tube with the?
I tried, but I got in there. I was like, just in my knee, like,
big,
yeah. But I was looking like, whoa, picturing what I was just like, what everyone played. I was like, didn't someone like skate that or bike that? Or
I think maybe Mana and Tony Hawk went around it.
So sick. It was so big. How big was that thing, right?
I've never been there in person. It looked huge and kind of on a funny angle, but it looked like super fun if you could pull it off.
It looked like when you dream, you know, when you're a kid, kind of would be like what you dream of when you're a kid, like all I wish I could skate.
I like the loop at Sheepside too. The loop at Sheepside's sick. It's like the micro loop,
right?
But
it almost tricks people like me.
Yeah,
thinking
like you could do the loop.
Yeah. Dude, I flew into that thing a couple times and just same thing. I haired out like right before it's time.
I was like, I'm done. I'm just.
I don't even want to ask how you did it.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah. I'm bummed though. We should have did it before that thing
there. It's alive. It's
do
on.
people are even not? We won't even put that in that can.
It's
Bring my
over
RC
there.
Bring my RC for that loop. No one's looking.
Vicariously live through the RC.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, that's what kind of why I was there this morning.